Howdy. Hi, Ralph.
How are you?
Great.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
You buy the house tonight if you're still up at tonight.
When Diana, hopefully I'll be back when the conference.
Oh, boy.
Front of the bed. I know, it's the truth. You are funny.
How many people didn't get on the census? Let's be honest. How many didn't get on the census? Only one? 3. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm just interested.
How many people only answered the one question?
Yeah.
First, number in the house.
Now, but don't despair, you can still get on.
That's what I despair about.
How many people like old-time music? Look at that. Yeah. Well, you're going to get an earful of it today. My buddy here, Kenny, is about as old-time as they come. He just happened to put on a pair of clean pants today and clean shoes. And a haircut, my heavens.
It's old time.
What do you do for back porch music these days?
I come down and see you.
Well, there's all kinds of old-time music. You know, there's old-time pop music, and there's old-time classical music, and there's voice. A lot of songs that you learn in high school, in grade school, and high school. You have to call them old-time tunes too. Then there's little hovels in the hills of West Virginia, North Carolina, Kentucky, and so forth, where families live, and maybe only 10 miles from the nearest neighbor, or maybe only 1 mile as the crow flies. But you know how the mountain roads are. They go around the mountain, not over the mountain. So sometimes you don't even budge from your house but once or twice a year. And that's why different styles originate, because the music is ingrown. And when collectors go down there and hear songs played by a certain family, They take it down, of course, and then they go in their station wagons and travel 40, 50, 60 miles to the neighbor. And then the neighbor sings the same song, but it's not the same song. So, in the way, culture gets spread that way. But with television now and radio and other forms of communication, the word gets around. And we're going to play some tunes and sing some songs, but mostly songs that we learned from old-timers, sometimes from the original old-timers, sometimes from the transmitters, like the New Life City Ramblers. And we're going to sing them to you and play them for you, and we'll talk about them a little bit. Okay, here's one tune called The Lady of the Lake.
We just got this show together. D, the Lady of the Lake.
Yeah.
That's old timey. Well, then I have to think about it differently. I know this as a contradance tune in key of G. And when Allan said, let's play Lady of the Lake, I said, Lady of the Lake?
The three ladies of the lake. They come from the same areas, but you have to travel 150 miles to the neighbor to get the next
Wow.
version.
Well, this will be the next one on my list. Okay, let's have it.
Hit that chord again.
That's the
Can
G.
you play it on harmonica?
Yeah, I'll try. Well, that's not the Lady of the Lake I know.
You did very well at living, sir.
Thank you. Now, are we in tune, really? Are we in tune?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You're sure? So am I.
You going to talk about this tune, sir?
Yeah.
All right.
Now here's one that everybody can sing. Oh boy. It's called I'll Rise When the Rooster Crows. Now there's a little hitch to the timing, just a little one. It's going to sound like it's regular 4 beats, but there's a little hold out. on one of them, and you'll catch on to it. And the chorus is, I'll rise when the rooster crows, I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines. I say hot, he says bright. Down where the sugar cane grows.
You must be from a different part of the country.
Yeah, it's a different side of that lake. Rise when the rooster crows, I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines hot, oh, down where the sugar cane grows. Old and golden shoes you hear so much about. If you wore 'em down here, you'd soon wear 'em out. Gonna go up yonder where they put on the road. Gonna put on the golden shoes. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines hot, oh, down where the sugar cane grows. Here's a little one there too. Don't let old Satan try to fool you, or the gates will be closed and you can't get through. With the long white robe and the white stockings too, gonna put on the golden shoes. Fool Jeff. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines hot, down where the sugar cane grows. I'm not sure where it is myself all the time. Don't worry about it. Oh, we'll have cider all the fall, and then I'm going to the ball, where the ducks chew tobacco and the goose drinks wine. The old hen cackles and the rooster keeps time. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines bright, oh, down where the sugar cane grows. When Gabriel comes for to blow his horn, oh, you shouldn't pull back, or you got to go on. So prepare yourself for the judgment day, 'cause you can't take money and buy your way. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines hot, oh, down where the sugar cane grows. Gonna do when the women all dead? Gonna sit in the corner with a hung down head. If I had to marry, wouldn't marry for riches. I'd marry a big fat girl, she could win the bridges. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines hot, down where the sugar cane grows. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines hot, down where the sugar cane grows. Next on is it?
I lost my list. There it is.
It's on the floor. It's always on the floor.
I do false start.
Yeah. This one I got from Fiddlin' Arthur Smith. Recorded things in the 20s and 30s with the McGee brothers, Sam and Kirk, who in their own right were fine musicians. But before that, he recorded with a couple of fellows, and they called themselves the Dixieliners, Fiddlin' Arthur Smith and the Dixieliners. And they were from, where the heck were they from, Tennessee or somewhere?
Yes, Memphis.
And the other two fellows were the Delmore brothers. If anyone's into this sort of music, you know well about the Delmore brothers. Dual guitar and harmony singing. So this is a sweet little kind of love lamentation that they did. So I'll pass it on to you. It's called Adieu, False Heart. Allan thinks it's a little high for my voice in A, but it works best there, so that's where I'm going to do it. Adieu, false heart, since we must part. May the joys of the world go with you. I've loved you long with a faithful heart, but I never anymore cannot leave you. I've seen the time I'd have married you and been your constant lover, but now I'd gladly give you up for one whose heart's more truer. When I lay down to take my rest, no scornful one to wake me. I'll go straight away unto my grave, just as fast as time can take me.
You convinced me, Ken. That's a very moving song. And you didn't tell about the history of it.
Is there a history?
I didn't hear it. Oh, I was looking at this. Sorry. I was looking. Let's go to the next tune, my friend.
Let's go to the next one.
I said that certain pop tunes arose from the mountainous area. Maybe actually in New Orleans, this one. I really don't know. It's called the Darktown Strutter's Ball. And maybe, if you know it well, sing along with it. I'll be down there getting in a taxi, honey. You better be ready about 8:30. Now, honey, don't be late. Want to get there when the band stops playing. Whoa, when you get there, honey, two-step, they're going to play them all. Gonna dance off the horseshoe when they play those dirty old blues tomorrow night at the Darktown Strutter's Ball. sing it with us. I'll give you the word. I'll be down to get you in a taxi, honey. Better be ready about 8:30. Now, honey, don't be late. We want to be there when the band starts playing. Remember when we get there, honey, 2 steps, we're going to have them all. We're going to dance off all our shoes when we play that Jelly Roll Blues. Tomorrow night at the Darktown Sutter Crown. I'll be down to get you in a taxi, honey. Better be ready about 8:30. Now, honey, don't be late. Want to be there when the band starts playing. Remember when we get there, honey. 2 steps are gonna have them all. Gonna dance off all our shoes when we play the Jelly Roll Blues. Tomorrow night at the Darktown Sutter Ball. Good. Remember when we get there, honey, 2 steps I'm gonna have them all. Gonna dance off all our shoes when we play the Jelly Roll Blues. Tomorrow night at the Darktown Sutter, we ain't no little bowl. Now, honestly, how many people knew that song? Oh, see, that's good. We're getting homogeneity of culture in here. Spell it. Anyway, I got a song to sing, and you probably know this one too. This is a true Southern tune. And by the way, of all the workshops and the mini concerts and so forth and the dances that we have going on here, I do believe that our little concert that we have every year, I guess this is about the 12th year Ken and I have done it. It's the only concert of Southern music that is in the whole festival. And I really think it's a shame. Well, people in the hall are playing some Southern tunes, but on the program, they seem to favor Irish, English, and other songs, and American dance music, of course. But a lot of music came from Ireland with the settlers, and I've heard it said that all fiddling is really Irish fiddling. And how many people would agree with that? Nobody. Why did I introduce that topic? I don't know. But this one is called I'm Trouble. And I am trouble. E? I'm going to give you the chorus, so you can sing when we get to the chorus. I'm troubled, I'm troubled, I'm troubled in mind. If this trouble don't kill me, I'll live a long time.
Very cheerful.
I'm troubled, I'm troubled, I'm troubled in mind. If the trouble don't kill me, I'll live a long time. When a woman's got trouble, she'll do what she can. But a girl don't know no trouble till she's married a man. I'm troubled, I'm troubled, I'm troubled in mind. If trouble don't kill me, I'll live a long time. She'll hug you and kiss you and kill you more alive than the cross times on the railroad or the stars in the sky. I'm trouble, I'm trouble, I'm trouble in mind. If trouble don't kill me, I'll live a long time. A courting's a pleasure, and a parting's a grief, and a false-hearted lover is worse than a thief. Wait, a thief, he will rob you and take all you have, but a false-hearted lover will lead you to your grave. Now, I'm trouble, I'm trouble, I'm trouble in mind. If trouble don't kill me, I'll live on. The grave will decay you and turn you to dust. Not one girl in 1,000 that a poor boy can trust. I'm troubled, I'm troubled, I'm troubled in mind. If the trouble don't kill me, I'll live. Gonna build me a cabin on a mountain so high, where the wild birds can't find me or hear my sad cry. I'm going to Georgia, going to Rome. I'm going to Georgia, gonna make it my home. I'm troubled, I'm troubled, I'm troubled in mind. If trouble don't kill me, I'll live a long time. Thank you. People down south love that song. I spent part of my of each year in Florida, in the Jacksonville area, actually in St. Augustine, and there are wonderful people down there who can play old-time music. Not everyone, because in the sense, well, the music came from the south, then it migrated to the north, now it's migrated back to the south again. So you hear more old-time music in the south around Asheville. Asheville is the real center right now for old-time music. Many, many combinations. Friends of mine have moved from Connecticut, New York State, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. They've moved to North Carolina so they can get in contact with the music again, because it's faded out. We don't have it in the coffee houses anymore here. It's mostly rock music and rock-derived music. Okay. Is that Sally Ann? Okay. Here's a real hot tune called Sally Ann.
was kind of high to sing. I'll admit that. Okay. Now I gotta see if I can get into a rather obscure tuning.
Trying to scare me?
Yeah.
I thought so. Every once in a while, Ken gets something. He digs up something new, and I say, "Well, can I play along with you?" He's no way.
This wasn't that.
All I do is read the list of tunes we're going to play, and this one says "The Prodigal Son."
I've almost got it. That's it. This is from Doc Boggs, who lived down in, now which one did he live in? Was it Kentucky?
I don't
How
know.
about Doc Boggs?
They brought him up to New York when I was living in New York, and I heard a concert of Doc Boggs. He was in his 70s or 80s in that time, at that time.
Anyway, he played all kinds of, a lot of songs in this sort of a tuning, this sort of a flavor, with his own kind of picking style. So anyway, this is the story of the prodigal son, who came back and wasn't happy with, or his older brother was not happy with the feast given for the welcome and all that. I don't know a whole lot more about it than I know about Doc Boggs, so I'll just sing the song, and you'll hear it. When I left my father's house, I was well supplied. I made a mistake and I done wrong, and I'm dissatisfied. This is the part you can sing with me. I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. Acknowledge I've done wrong. Comes up a lot. I'll go back to my father's house, the place I love so dear, where there they have plenty to eat and I'm a starving here. I'll go back to my father's house. I'll fall down on my face, say that I'm unworthy. I'll seek a servant's place. I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. Acknowledge I've done wrong. Father seen him coming. He met him with a smile, throwed his arms around him, said, "This is my wandering child." I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. Acknowledge I've done wrong. Father said to his servants, "Go kill the fatted calf, invite both friends and relatives, my son come home at last." Elder son was jealous. I believe I heard him say, "Gave my brother his portion, I never went away." I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. Acknowledge I've done wrong. Father said to his elder son, "You've been both good and kind. Not a calf I've given unto thee, but all I have is thine." I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. I believe I'll go back home. Acknowledge
Went till quarter
Not
out.
supposed to happen. Matter? It doesn't? Sometimes? What's that? Well, nobody has to get up and let him in, I guess.
Now this tune I'm going to sing is called Walkin' Boss. And I heard it from Clarence Ashley, who was one of the Southern Mountain great singers and banjo players from, I believe, North Carolina. And I heard in New York City, and I had a chance to talk to him too. And actually, he taught me this song. He's recorded it, but taught me probably a verse that wasn't on the original recording. It's called, Walking Boss, of course, is the superintendent of the employees in a certain area, and never is a popular man. And this song expresses exactly that. Walking boss, walking boss. Well, I don't belong to you. I belong, yes, I belong to that steel driving crew. Ask the boss for a job, just a job, just a job. He says, son, what can you do? I can line a track, I can lift a jack, I can lift a jack. I can pick and shovel too. Sing it with me. Walking boss, walking boss, walking boss. Well, I don't belong to you. I belong, yes, I belong to that steel driving crew. Work all day, yes, I work all day. Then I lay in shady dew. Now walking boss, walking boss, walking boss. I don't belong to you. I belong, yes, I belong to the steel driving crew. I've never seen the tire of that song. It says so much in so few words.